garlic over here. This way. How are we doing? Let me get this propped up. Yep. Happy Wednesday. Turn this upside down so we got a little nice. It's propped. Good. We got garlic to show. Whoa! I'm okay. Okay. Hello. I need to move my shade a little bit. It just fell over on me. Got some bugs on the Napa cabbage. Hello. Garlic's looking good, growing super long. I'm trying to look at what other seeds we want to start today. Oh, don't fall over on me. Okay. Today I got smart and I put up a shade cloth. There we go. Hopefully it won't fall over this time. Good day into fall and winter gardening. Hello. See, Starry, thank you for the thumbs up. Hi, Jackie, good morning. You know what's really exciting? You remember how we started I had that carrot that had seeds, right? I gotta harvest the rest of them today, but we planted them last week and they sprouted already. So this is I wrote it as 1113 home carrot, as in the carrots that I home harvested. And look, they're sprouting. So very viable. I know you're probably wondering, what is that? That's like pieces of fruit peel that I left in here in hopes of keeping the container a little bit more moist. I've been trying to change up my soil blocking method just to see what works. And I think what I'm finding is when I put it in the shade of a tree that I have, even though the leaves have started to drop on that tree. So it's a lot sunnier than it was 2 weeks ago. So I've had to change up my position and just trying to find ways to keep it moist. I think part of the answer is going to be, look at this is great germination rates. This is a lot better than when I first started. So you can see how there's like a little green thing coming out of almost every little block. Good day. Yeah, so I'm really excited to, these are, for those of you that are just joining, what I'm showing here are some carrot seeds that I had sprouted from a carrot I had harvested its seeds from. And actually the carrot's still out there. I have yet to finish harvesting all the seeds. If you ever let a carrot go to seed, you get like a bajillion seeds from it. So that's what I've done and what I will continue doing. I tested the viability of those seeds last week after harvesting them. Like within 2 weeks, 2 days of harvesting, we planted them on live. And look, they're almost nearly all sprouted. Hi, Jamin. Not cucumbers, these are carrots, but yes. Yeah, baby carrots. So that's what baby carrots look like. Yeah, it looks so promising, you guys. I've come a long way with soil blocking. It used to be, soil blocking does require like the right soil and moisture levels to be maintained, but once you get it, they're good. So that's exciting to share. What else do I have to share? I do like cucumbers, Jamin. I don't have any growing right now though. I'm in North Texas where it gets to be 10 degrees in February. So right now I am doing more winter crops. I do have a few summer crops that I've kept alive, but not very many. Mainly because I covered them with protection when we had frost on last Monday. Hi, I'm here in North Texas gardening, and I'm sharing off some of the things that we did. If you're wondering what this is, I've kept in fruit peels, just trying to keep my containers moist. This one in particular is watercress. Is anyone familiar with watercress? Do I have an enhancement on my face? Why does my face look so... Okay, I don't think so. All right, But yes, this is watercress. I'm looking pretty good. I got 1, 2, lots of seeds are coming up. This is really promising. Oh, I have some that haven't, but not bad. We'll keep it up. Watercress, I know that you put it in soups and it imparts like a peppery flavor, so that's what's going on here. This is watercress. Napa cabbage. Oh, if anyone's curious, do you guys recognize either of these plants here? Does anyone recognize this one? This one's hard to tell unless you've actually grown it. And Jackie, I know you know. Ooh, mosquito, go away. I'm actually not sure, Jackie, good point. I'm not sure what watercress is gonna look like either. I'm not sure what to expect. I think it's like, I think it grows, I don't know. I'm actually not sure what I'm gonna expect. I know what it tastes like, but I don't know what it actually looks like. This, great question, Fino. I mean, good guess. So it's flat-leafed. I think the thing that you can tell is onions have a rounder or more tubular leaf. This one's flat-leafed. So this is actually garlic. Hi, Gilly. Welcome. I'm in North Texas, interested in growing my own food as well as sharing my knowledge with others. I also enjoy doing garden to table as well as encouraging people to get outside, get some morning sun, vitamin D, and exercise, daily exercise. And that could be something as simple as walking. Welcome. So this is garlic. Here, can you guys, I'll scoot it in. Let's see. Garlic, can you guys see this? This is how garlic grows. It'll start out like this. You see that really small leaf right there? So that I have 2 garlics in there. One is the one in the front, the second one's in the back. You can grow it in containers. So this is my first time growing it in containers, but I'm pretty sure you can with success. And it might even grow better because the soil will be especially loose in a container. So far this garlic is growing very well. You plant it from 1 clove. Where's my clove at? I had a clove that I was going to use for demonstration purposes. My clove. Like from 1 clove, you're going to get a whole new bulb in 9 months. Fanots, are the leaves edible or taste like? Yeah, I guess you could eat. Yeah, it does smell like garlic. Yeah, you could. I guess you could. Yes, I have heard this. In Asian cuisine, you will take the tender leaves of garlic, cut it back, and you could stir fry it. I don't though. I think I'm mostly focused on growing it for its bulbs, right? But my mom, on occasion, she'll be like, "Let me snip some of your garlic back so I can stir fry with it." Usually in the spring. But I mean, if you look at it now, here in North Texas, we've already got our garlics that are sprouting. So you could go ahead and cut it back and stir fry it. My onions and potatoes grow a lot along. Oh, very nice, Fanaj. That's awesome. I have onions. They're very small right now. Where are they? Do I have any? No, I don't have any examples on hand. I am, for the first time, trying to grow them from seed. Normally, I buy them in January in my zone and then plant them as sets. Basically, they're baby onions that have yet to bulb. Oh, ginger. I need to try ginger again. I'm waiting for my ginger to sprout. When it sprouts, I'm going to go ahead and plant it outside or somewhere warm, maybe in a pot. Fanach, I love that. Oh, awesome. Oh, of course you guys would. That is like, that is what the Southwest area is known for, all of y'all's chilies. I'm in North Texas. That's exciting. What else can I show you guys? But yes, Fanosh, this one's actually really easy to plant, to grow. I mean, if you're already growing onions, you might as well grow garlic too. Ideally, you would have planted this like beginning of November, but you might as well start now and see how it does. I think in the southern parts, what we worry about is coming up against really warm weather. Ideally, you want your garlic out of the ground before the hot summer comes. All right, so this is garlic. We talked about garlic. Any questions? Anyone curious? Let me know. Yeah, you already got all the other delicious things. You got all, the only thing you don't have is garlic yet. Awesome. Potatoes are good. I have some started. I noticed one just succumbed to, I think it's potato beetle. I see it's been chewed through and the plant actually looks like it's on its way to die. Oops. I have one other plant growing nearby. Hopefully that one stays alive. It's very tiny though. Anyone in my time zone? Sure. Is anyone in my time zone? What does that mean? Answer. I'm in Central, by the way. I just tried this. I'm trying this Q&A thing. It's like, is anyone else in the Central time zone? Okay, let's see. Jackie, you're saying I've planted 2 more cloves. Oh, Jackie, you have rats or something that is definitely gobbling them up. You're gonna need to like cover and protect it. I was pissed this morning. I came out and I saw that my spinach had all been beheaded. I was like, those are rats. Those are definitely rats. Storms are about to start. Yes, Jackie, same here. We're about to get some rain tomorrow. So I need to harvest everything that I can and also get everything out that I want to have planted out so I don't have to water them. Yay, so are we, Jackie. It's been a pretty dry fall for Texas, right? I think you guys too. It's been a really dry fall. That's why it's been so unseasonably warm. It is what, like 90, it is like 90 degrees today. I mean, sorry, not 90, 80 degrees. Yesterday was 85. And I think yesterday we actually beat our record for my city. Fanache, I always put cinnamon and Tums before I plant my seeds and grow basil and spearmint. Ah, okay. Fanache, so do you have rats? Is rats a problem? Because rats are definitely a problem in my area. I plant marigolds next to my plants, but maybe they're not close enough. I literally have had huge marigold bushes all over my front lawn because my front lawn is where I grow, hence my username. I grow my front lawn because it's the sunniest part, so this is south. And this is my front yard out here. And all year round is the sunniest spot, which is why I'm growing where I am. Here is, I wanted to show you guys some of the other, so I consider garlic a winter crop because you plant it in the fall and then you harvest it in late spring or early summer. And you said rabbits and mice, yes, basically, but I still like to share. Oh, I love that. Yeah. I guess I'm okay with rats. I mean, they're natural for the ecosystem, right? You gotta have a small prey in order for the big predators to be able to live and survive. But my neighbors always say, oh, you're the one that's bringing the rats, right? Because you have all the food growing in your lawn. I'm like, well, I just try to avoid being the scapegoat for that. Although, in general, my city does have a rat problem. I know it's not just me. It's other people in other neighborhoods that have said, we have a rat problem. Jackie, you said, I've tried growing basil, but it's never survived past a season. Yep, Jackie. What, you could at least save the seeds though. That's what I did. Usually it doesn't come back up for me either, but that's also because I will mulch and then usually the seeds get buried in that mulch and it's so deep that they don't grow. Oh, it's 1:14. Okay, it is about 11:15 here in Central Texas. How do I get rid of this? I'm done asking this question. Thank you for chatting up, Ez. Good day, Les. Good to see you. Happy Wednesday. Hope everyone's having a good day. Happy birthday, Deva. Brian, I am in North Texas. I'm in Texas. It is 80 degrees today. It was 85 yesterday. That was our record high. And we're getting rain tomorrow. Like Jackie. Jackie's also in Texas, but on the southern part. And it looks like we're all getting rain for a majority of Texas. Panach, you're so nice. Brian D, nice. Okay. Oh, you're on Central. Okay, you're also in Texas. Well, welcome, Brian. What part? Are you north, central, south? Oh, sorry, you're in Boston. Okay. Ooh. At least it's not freezing. You guys got appropriate fall weather there. We just shed our leaves. Like the trees that were deciduous in my area just shed their leaves last week. So, a little bit behind. All right, Napa cabbage. So one of the things that I'm doing this winter is I'm going to be winter gardening for the first time. So I say winter gardening, not true, because I've already done garlic and onions before, but this year I'm also doing other general vegetables like carrots, Napa cabbage. I don't know if you've grown garlic before, but we were talking about growing garlic is one of the easiest vegetables and plants for you to grow. You literally give it space, plant it once, find a sunny spot, and then in 9 months you'll have a whole new bulb from one clove. One clove and a whole new bulb. Okay, let's see. Subscribe. Hello, I stay in Texas too. Oh, I am in North Texas. Subscribe. I'm so confused. Why are you... Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, you can speak English, the Punisher. I speak English primarily. I also speak a little bit of Mandarin and Spanish because I live in Texas, born and raised. So you'll hear me say things like y'all, and that's how you know I am from Texas. But otherwise, I don't have a heavy Texas accent. I'm born to immigrants. Okay, so these are Napa cabbages. Aren't they so cute? I actually have a lot more of these. Last week, if you guys were here on my live last week, you'll notice that we had up-potted them last week, and I'm just showing you how they're doing now. They did have a bit of a recovery period. And by up-pot, I literally mean they were in smaller containers like these, and I had to individually separate them out, disturbing the roots and putting them in spaces where they had more area to grow. So they're doing okay. But it took them a while to recover. I had to cover them with shade for a couple of days. Like for the first 3-4 days, they looked really sad. Like they were going to keel over or like this, like wilted. But now after 7 days, they're finally looking so good. Now what I've got to do is I'm gonna slowly reintroduce them back into the sunlight because they've been protected, right? And the last thing you wanna do is put them out in direct sun for 8 hours a day. That's going to sunburn your plants like it would a human. So I am going to slowly reintroduce stronger sun to their daylight. First day, I'm doing dappled shade in the shrubs, and then tomorrow I'm going to do morning sun for about an hour or two before I move them into dappled shade, and then gradually increase the sun exposure over time. Thank you, Scott. I appreciate it. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate it. Okay, Les, you're saying, you planted? Nice, Les. Yeah, how are they doing? They're outside, right? Les, you planted them outside, right? You don't have room indoors to grow them, right? Laura, hello. Hi, welcome. The Punisher, I'm very good. Are you happy now? Yes, I am happy, but it is very good. India is mine. Oh, well, welcome, The Punisher. I am in the US. How long can that... Oh, hi, Emmer. How long can that be harvested? Are you asking about the Napa cabbage? Sorry, we were talking about two different things. I had both my garlic going on and also the Napa cabbage. Napa cabbage will take... What is it, like closer to a little more than 2 months. It'll take a little bit more than 2 months. I mean, we're growing like cabbage. This is just a type of Chinese cabbage, right? It's also known as Napa cabbage. It just grows oblong rather than circular. Let me see if I can find a picture. Oh, here. This is what it's going to eventually look like. So it looks like cabbage, but it grows more oblong. And has a leafier, more high moisture content than your traditional cabbage would. Thank you, Les. I appreciate that. You are a plant paramedic. Yes, I was, Brian, when I was saving these. Yes, I was. Les, yes, they won't sprout until spring. Okay. So I think because in Texas, Les, this is what most of my garlics look like right now. I planted them in late October, early November, and they've all sprouted. Again, I think it's just because of our warmer temperate climate, and it does fine. Even when winter comes along, like frost, snow, I've never had to protect them, actually, now that I think back. So they'll do okay, even though they've already sprouted. But that's also because we don't get like ground freezes, really. We just get like a light freeze on the top. I'm gonna put this up. Let's see what we're saying. Les, yes, okay, so we got the Punisher. I think that tree is very green and very healthy to cook and eating it. Beautiful green. Nice. Excellent, Brian. Foxy, yeah, they kind of look like foxy lettuces. Yeah, they're a little prickly, right? So they have like slight little pricks on them, but when they get mature, it's soft. It's really interesting. So I don't know if you guys can see the little, it has like really fine hairs on it. Okay, I can't show it clearly here. It's almost like protection for the plant. And then when it grows older, it seems to shed that. Oh, you're foxy lettuce. That's funny. I planted the same time as, oh, okay, Les. I see. Oh, you're a real paramedic, Brian. How cool. Very cool. Have I tried hydroponics, Emir? No, I haven't. Well, I attempted it, and then I realized it wasn't for me because it just so much work. It was like a lot of getting the water cleaned out every day, using like electricity to run it. I'm very blessed to be able to have access to this outdoor space, so I'm using it for now. Maybe I'll try hydroponics, but not right now. I am just going to attempt a winter garden in my freezing zone using protection like 6mm clear plastic to protect my plants from freezing, and also things like water jugs to moderate the inside of a greenhouse like setup and things like that. Hi Kasam. We were talking about, so I'm into growing my own food. Was going to show you guys that this is garlic here that's growing. If you guys haven't grown garlic, it is literally one of the easiest vegetables. You just need space to grow it in. And then the other one that I have growing here is Napa cabbage. So this is another fun one. This is what it looks like. It's also called Chinese cabbage. It looks like a cabbage, but instead of being round, it's more oblong like this, and it's got more leafy leaves. So you would eat it like a vegetable. I mean, like you would cabbage. Let's see. Hi Yosh. Hi Yori. Yoru. Leisure say I'm gonna try pepper plant grafting soon. How cool, Les. That is one of the top skills that I have yet to master. I think I've been able to do every technical skill related to gardening except for grafting. Haven't done that successfully yet. The Punisher. Why tree that is very small and small? You mean, are you asking about this one? This or that? That is not an eating tree. Les, thank you. I appreciate that. Captain Blackbird. That looks like a piece of paper. Which one? There is a piece of paper down here. But yep, this is Napa cabbage, also known as Chinese cabbage. The Punisher. I like to gardening and protecting earth from monster. Yes. Oh, okay. Well, I hope that's good. I hope. If anyone's curious about garlic, the way you plant it is you take a clove like this. So ideally get a bigger one. This one, this is the only one I could find around the house because I've already planted most of my good looking cloves. The way you plant it, this is where the roots come out, right? So this is where the top comes out. So it's planted like this in ground at about a 2-inch depth, only as deep as it is wide. Sam, hello, hi. It's winter here. What do you suggest me? Well, Sam, what zone are you in? If it's too cold, I don't know if it's worthwhile unless you have some sort of winter protection plan. I'm here in North Texas and I am gardening in my freezing zone, but with caveats. So I have some materials that I can use, like clear greenhouse plastic that I'll be using to protect some of my more sensitive plants. Napa cabbage, though, can withstand down to 25 or 20 degrees Fahrenheit when it's mature. Carrots as well. Carrots will withstand 20 to 25 degree temps as well. Kasim, if I had a garden, I would plant things. The space we do have, my wife has 11. Oh, well, that's lovely, Kasim. Flowers are also beautiful as well. I also grow flowers. They do take up space. I do flowers and food alongside each other in my front yard. Les, you're saying 2 inches. Yep, Les. Thank you for summarizing so well. Les is saying 2 inches deep and 5-6 inches apart for garlic. The Punisher, please do not sleep. Oh, okay. That's exciting. Okay, so this is cabbage. I'll show you. I wanted to show you what cabbage looked like when it's initially sprouted. Ironically, so this is where I usually do my soil blocking. Ideally, this would have been full, but in between kind of the ants outside, because I leave my soil blocked outside, or these containers outside, and it has holes in it, ants and bugs can get in and get a snack if they wanted. If you guys didn't know, right now it's fall and even ants go into hibernation mode. So they are currently gathering all seeds. Seeds are what ants eat, and they will harvest them, store them in their nest to eat all winter long. Hi Sarah, Mathis, hello, welcome. Kazan, we have lavender and a red flower. Oh, that's pretty, Kasim. I love the smell of lavender. Sam, it's not too cold at morning and daytime. It's always sun and sweet cold, not too much. Okay, yeah, you're probably in a more temperate climate than I am, Sam. So carrots, when we think, ooh, this is dripping. When we think about winter or cold season crops, these are things like carrots, radishes, arugula, lettuce, cilantro. What are the other ones? So I cover some of the root vegetables, right? So anything like parsnips, carrots, beets, radishes, any of the root vegetables, they're all cool season. And then when we talk about brassicas, we're talking about kale, cauliflower, broccoli. What are the other ones? Yeah, those are the ones. Those are all the brassicas. All brassicas are also cool season crops as well. And then you've also got your sugar peas and your snap peas. So peas are also a cool season crop. Some of these vegetables are hardier than others. So as I was saying, cabbage and any of the brassicas are a little bit hardier, down to 25 degrees Fahrenheit. Carrots and all the root vegetables, not all of them. I believe beets are a little bit more sensitive. They will freeze, so you do need to protect beets, but carrots are hardy down to 25. Hello, welcome you guys into growing my own food and sharing what I know. This is garlic here, and we've got Napa cabbage here growing. Les, kale was sometimes as low as 12 degrees. Oh, Les, okay, good to know. Good to know. I've never actually tested it that way, so we'll see. Maybe I should go find some more kale and test it this year. Hi, Captain. Okay, bye. Well, thanks for saying hi. I did not know that. Hello. Yeah. I had kale. I don't know where it is now. Daniel, hello. Kasim, we are going. It's nice. Sobeam, I don't know who that is. Thank you, though. I am in the U.S., Kasim. Yes, I am in the U.S. I am in North Texas. And it is 80 degrees here today for the high, but tomorrow we're going to get in a cold front, and it's going to get down to 70s. I am into growing my own food, so if you're curious to learn how, we grow everything from, right now it's cool season, so right now we're growing cool crops like garlic, onions from seed, carrots, cabbage, this is Chinese cabbage that I'm showing here, kale, cauliflower, broccoli, all those items. Thank you, Jackie. I appreciate you answering. Thank you so much. Sam. Okay. Well, Sam, you should, you're a beginner gardener. Take it easy. Don't overwhelm yourself. Honestly, growing plants is kind of like getting to know a new friend and what their needs and their wants and their desires are. So it is tricky. Don't overwhelm yourself. You don't want to have like all of a sudden 8 new friends that you're trying to become besties with, and things become overwhelming. Oh, Sarah, yes, Brussels sprouts. Okay, yep, Brussels sprouts are also a type of, they're basically mini cabbage to me. So yes, also part of the brassica family. Excellent. I tried to sprout some, but they didn't come up. Maybe I'll try it again. This is Napa cabbage, and when it's a little bit bigger, it looks like this. I'll show you a picture of what it looks like. This is a picture of what it's going to look like. It'll form a head like Napa cabbage, like cabbage will, but cabbage is more round, right? This is going to be oblong. Ooh, these mosquitoes are, oh my gosh. So it's going to be more oblong like this. Awesome, Sarah. Okay, I hope you learned something new. I do happen to have Asian varieties that I'm growing too, because I am Asian American, and sometimes you'll still find good seeds at the Asian grocery store. So I always grow some of those vegetables in addition to your traditional broccoli, kale, cauliflowers. I don't know I don't grow microgreens. I like growing the actual vegetable. But I mean, of course, everything ends up starting out as microgreens, right? I just actually do want to grow the whole vegetable. I have space in my front yard. That's actually where I garden because it is south facing. And initially I ran into some trouble with my city because it is unconventional to be growing out in your front lawn, right? But we got past that real quick. In general, my city, I would say, is pretty supportive of growing things in your lawn as long as you generally keep it neat. Yay, yeah, Sarah, thank you. Oh, I'm excited to have you join us. Home Alone, chicken wings. Chicken wings. I do enjoy chicken. Home Alone, gardening. Yes, gardening is my specialty. So it'll be growing your own food, garden to table, and lastly, just encouraging people getting outside, exercise, daily movement, getting some vitamin D. Yeah. In the wintertime, I enjoy snowboarding, so you may see some of that, but really it's just another way to get outside, right? Even though it's winter, there are fun outdoor activities that you guys can do. Jackie and Les, thank you for moderating. I appreciate it. So yes, this is garlic here. Have you guys grown garlic before? It is one of the easiest vegetables to grow, as I was kind of describing earlier. Where's my little clove? From one little clove, you can get a whole new bulb in 9 months. It takes 9 months to grow though. This is called a winter crop because you plant it now and then you harvest it in late spring of next year. And as Les was summarizing earlier, plant it at a 2-inch depth, so generally as deep as it is wide, and at 5 to 6 inches apart. So one clove, and then another clove, so forth. Sam, this cabbage seems like a crab. Crab hand, I haven't seen cabbage. Okay, yeah, so when all the cabbages also start growing out like this. They all kind of grow like individual leaves. But when they start to mature, they start closing up their leaves to form a full head. So yeah, while it does look like this, even your traditional round cabbage starts out with very loose leaves. As the leaves get more and more though, they start to compact a little bit, and that's how you get that head. This will eventually form a head. It'll just, as I was showing, look more oblong. It's more oblong than it is circular. Oh, Les, I wanted to show you guys. I know Les, you were around. Okay, so for those of you guys that were hanging out last week during my lives, by the way, I go live Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays, noon Central. So come hang out anytime. And okay, so if you guys recall, I had a carrot that I let go to seed. Instead of pulling up all my carrots, I left one in the ground. I wanted to get its seeds. So when you leave the carrot in the ground, it'll grow white flowers, and then those white flowers will get you seeds. I went ahead and tested those and planted those. So this was planted on 11/13. So just last week, I planted them, and look, they're already growing. So the seeds are very viable. That's a good sign. I'm about to go harvest all the other bajillion seeds that are on my carrot plant. All right. Hi, home. Yes, self-taught. Thank you for asking. It's 4 years of it, self-taught. I mean, really, it just comes down to you planting something and then watching it grow, seeing what works, what doesn't. I do like to try in the most scrappiest form, though. So I always try the most affordable or most resourceful method first before I then invest in equipment. So you'll see here, I use things like the plastic containers that your produce comes in, or like berry containers, for instance, right, as I was showing you guys. These are great in particular because these already have the drainage holes built in, and I also have vent holes at the top. And then if you want to, you can also open it up, right, and allow ventilation to occur more openly like these. So these are great. You can upcycle these, and then when you're really done with them, you can recycle them. Yes, I know, Jackie. I love your enthusiasm whenever I bring out the baby plants. Okay. Emir, if I'm a plantation graduate, what job? Oh, Emir, I'm not sure. I will tell you, I had a corporate job before I did this, though. I'm just looking for more flexibility that my corporate job was not able to offer, at least not at the level that I was at. Hello, Jeffrey. Welcome. Sarah. Hi. Les, isn't it nice? Okay, so I'm gonna be harvesting all those carrot seeds, and I'll have like a bajillion. I'll never have to be stingy with my carrot plants. But you know, I'm still gonna do it though. I'm still gonna be stingy. To me, thinning out plants is wasteful. So that's why I'm trying things like soil blocking to try to really maximize my germination rate. If anyone's curious, where is my soil blocker? I was gonna show you guys. This is a soil blocker, in case you guys are wondering, what is she saying? Soil blocker. So I would fill this with soil. This is a new tool that I invested. I didn't have one previously. I'd seen it 2 years ago, and I know that farmers use these, but in large scale. I bought it because I was like, so in particular, I've seen the 4-square one. So it'll be like 1 block here. They're 2 inches wide though. This one is called a micro soil blocker. And I thought, well, isn't this perfect to start really tiny seeds like broccoli, carrots, kale. Yeah, a lot of the winter vegetables are very tiny seeds. Okay, let's see. Thank you, Jackie. I appreciate that. Thank you. I want to get, right, Les? I thought it was, yeah. I do I do have an Amazon shop where I linked one that I found. Anyway, if you wanted to find a quick link. But this is one that so I invested it for the first time. And the way that I liked it, so like I was describing, there was a larger size, and normally you put this as a plug into that larger size. That is how I think they intended you to use it. But me being creative and resourceful, I don't use it the way that people intend you to use it. I will just, I'll find my clamshells like this. And then I will put, this will conveniently, these 1 pound strawberry clamshells will conveniently fit 2 of these. And I definitely recommend 2, because if you have too little, the soil gets dried out really quickly. Anytime you have less volume, right, it gets dried out, and that's the last thing you want to happen. So definitely jam pack these and fill them up so that you can keep your seeds moist. Anyway, the other thing I'm learning is I would historically just put this outside like this, and then the sun would beat down. One of the things that I'm learning to do is I am starting to sprout them like this, where I even have a cover over it, just to help keep the moisture in the soil blocks, because the soil blocks is not a lot of soil, so it can dry out easily. Okay, Sub-Zero. Welcome, Sub-Zero. What did you do? You got timed out. All right. Okay, Les, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. Jackie, the link to yeah, thank you, Jackie. I appreciate it. But yes, so like this, Jackie, thank you so much for recapping in text. I appreciate that. Okay, so the soil block looks like this. I personally like it because it also allows me to maximize my space. I live in an urban suburban area, so it's not like I have a bunch of space, right? And so it's nice to think that I can easily have like this right here is what 1, 2, and then I can stack them, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. This is 20 seeds, and then I have like 4 containers in here. Ooh, 4 containers in here. Whoa. So that is like, this is like 120 seeds right here in this container. 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times 20, sorry, 160. So I can potentially sprout 160. And honestly, that's the trickiest part, right? You want to be able to sprout your seeds, and then you can take the little blocks. I'll show you guys what I do with it. I'm sure this is very exciting. So like for this one, this is kind of when I was still getting started, and not to mention, I didn't fill this space well. So the soil block tended to dry out more easily. Home Alone, you say 4 years self-learn, and it showed. Ah, awesome. Yes, it does. Thank you. Thank you, Home Alone. I mean, I think it's super exciting too. You know what really comes full circle is when you actually cook or eat what you actually grew. It's pretty amazing. That's when it comes full circle to me. So that's why I often talk about garden to table stuff. Okay, so here, what I was going to show you guys is that Napa cabbage, when I give it more room. This is a Napa cabbage, a smaller version of this. And when I give it more room, it's going to grow bigger. Let's see. I'm just going to put it in here, actually. Thank you, Sam. I hope you learned something. I'm excited. Okay, yeah, Sam, awesome. Sam, what zone were you in again? Were you also in Texas? I forgot. Jackie, oh, that's okay. That's funny. Yeah. Well, you know what happens, Jackie? Sometimes they'll die because I don't know, wasn't careful enough transplanting, so you always start with more. Yeah, so Home Alone. Yeah, Home Alone. It's first, of course, growing your own food and then cooking it. So I do garden to table, and then lastly is just encouraging people to get outside, like have a healthy lifestyle. That includes daily movement. So something as basic as walking, like getting a little bit of it every day, getting outside, getting vitamin D, morning sun in particular, so that you can have a better mood regulation and have stronger bones. That's the last thing that I often talk about. And typically when you garden, you're already outside anyway, so it ties well. Abby, I am from the US in North Texas. Thank you for asking. Oh, you're from Pakistan? Okay. I do have a lot of Pakistan people come by. I think it's because our climates are similar. We get very hot in Texas, like over 40 degrees Celsius here in the summer. And then we have relatively mild winters. We do get below 0 Celsius in my zone, but yeah, for maybe like 8 weeks out of the whole year. It does get cold though. Home Alone, hope I answer your question. Hello, BB. I'm not sure what DBMS doubts is. Okay, so what I was gonna do was I was gonna show you guys, Abby, I was gonna show you guys how we're gonna transplant this. So I started this in a soil block. It's a baby Napa cabbage. Let me get it out real quick so I can show you guys what it looks like when it grows in a soil block. Soil block is I put soil in here and it forms blocks. It almost looks like brownies. And if you'll see, it has little divots there. That's where you would put the seed. I usually have to press it into the soil a little bit. But I'm going to show you oh no, I got 2 of the same hands. Show you what that looks like. Gently get it out of my thing here. I got 1 block. Oh no, there's also a carrot seed that I got in here. Oh no, I removed some of the soil. Yeah, okay. Oh, hang on guys, sorry. Okay, so the roots for this is actually growing quite long. So here it is. Here's my baby Napa. My roots are definitely a little bit too long for the soil block, so I probably should have potted this sooner, but that's what it looks like. Chemistry, it gets down to 20 degrees Fahrenheit, or 10 degrees Fahrenheit in February. So we have pretty mild winters, and I'm attempting to winter garden in my freezing zone for the first time. I have historically done garlic and onions, but this will be the first year I attempt to vegetable garden. Hello, Wacky, another Texan. Welcome. Awesome. Yeah. Why do you love plants? Because it's amazing to be able to grow your own food. Is that not like so exciting? Is that not so exciting to be able to grow your own food, to know that you can just go out into your garden and go grocery shopping instead of having to go to the grocery store? Like, how convenient is that? Especially if you have the space. So I thankfully do have the space. So I already have my Napas growing here. There's a little bit of space here where there's nothing growing. So I am going to just plant this little guy in here. Woot! Anytime this is called transplanting. It's almost kind of like having surgery for a human, okay? I mean, it's the equivalent of having surgery. So what do you do when you've just newly planted a plant? Are you gonna put it in direct sun? No. You're gonna put it in a protected area, or it can slowly adapt to its new environment. So I put that in there. I'm covering its roots with soil. And then lastly, I'm gonna give it a good water, just so the soil will settle properly onto the roots. Where is my water? All right, got my water. I'm gonna fill up. I use lots of plastic around here. Might as well use all the plastic containers. And you'll see I have this. I just have a little foam thing. You could use anything else. I just like how it gently waters the plant. And so I'm just squeezing water onto my Napa cabbage. And then that should be good. If anything, I'm gonna add a little bit more soil just in case. I gotta read. Chris, I am in North Texas. And it gets down to, it's zone 8A. I gotta get caught up. Jackie said something about so cool, Chris. So I gotta check what out. What is so cool? All right, I'm just pressing in the soil a little bit here, just to make sure the soil is settled around my new baby Napa plant that I just planted here. Let me scroll back up. Vissery, isn't it cold in Texas yet? It does, yes, it is cold. It's just unseasonably warm at the moment. Nationality, Vissery, I am Taiwanese American. Thank you for asking. Born here in Texas. Chemistry, oh, Jackie, that's right. You lived in Alaska. I forgot that. Which university? Which university? I went to UT. It's a Texas school. Chris, well, we get down to -40 every day in Montana. Oh, okay, yeah. I have a bunch of greens growing in my, oh, how exciting, Chris. You have a greenhouse, I'm assuming, though. You know what, I do love Montana for, like I was saying, I love snowboarding, right? So that is, when I wasn't growing a vegetable garden, I used to love looking forward to winter anyway, because I still love getting outside, like snowboarding and stuff like that. And you guys have nice mountains up there as well. Vissery, the cold weather is supposed to be coming Thursday. That's right, Wacky. For us, it's coming, yeah, tomorrow, Thursday. Hot Cheetos, welcome. Well, welcome back. I'm excited. I hope you guys are learning something new, and there's always something new or different, right? We just transplanted this Napa cabbage. These were already growing in place. And if you guys remember last week, I had these all squished in a pot. Now they're a little bit spaced out. So transplanting is good. You just have to make sure that you do it carefully and protect the plants. Like I would shade this while they're trying to adapt to their new environment. It's now been 7 days though. Kari, thank you, and thank you for joining in. So I answered North Texas, right? Hi, hello, James. Chris, I'm about to start my indoor herbs and greens. Oh, how exciting, Chris. Okay, you said you were in Montana, right? That's exciting. Hello from Arkansas, James. I'm here in North Texas and attempting to winter garden for the first time in my freezing zone. I've historically grown garlic, so garlic is not new to me, and I've done onions. But aside from that, I've never vegetable gardened through my winter. I am attempting this season, and I've got carrots that I'm growing. I start them on a continuous cycle. And then I also have some Napa cabbage that I've already got the first round in the ground, so this is technically my second round. And it's really exciting to see. They're like finally getting kind of big, like this big. They don't have any heads yet, but like the plant's diameter itself is about this big. It's so exciting. I've never grown Napa cabbage before. It'll be amazing. I also grow out my front lawn, hence my username, Front Garden Home, because it's the sunniest place. It's the most practical place for me to actually grow and successfully grow with very little effort. Thankfully, my city and neighbors didn't like it at first, but I think they are warming up to the idea. I haven't had any complaints since. Hello, Joshua from SoCal. Exciting. Hi Premac. No, I don't have a weed tree. I am strictly a food gardener. Is weed considered food, or is it considered more of an herb? I do have friends that do enjoy smoking weed, but I don't grow it. How to start? With either seeds or plants, and then it also depends on what is the climate in your area, because you also want to be growing seeds or plants that are appropriate to your climate and season. So right now, for instance, in North Texas, I am growing things like garlic and cabbage because these are cool season crops. It is fall and we're going to get into winter very quickly. So those are the things that I'm growing right now. I also have onions from seed that I've started. I have so if we talk about all the root vegetables, radishes, carrots, what are the other ones? Radishes, carrots, parsnips, those all grow underground. And those are all cool season crops. And then when it comes to brassicas, you've got your cabbages, broccoli, cauliflowers, all of those are your brassicas that you would be growing through cool season. Exciting, Joshua. What kind of gardening? I'm learning. Yeah, gardening. I didn't realize that gardening also meant 420 until I got on here and everyone's constantly cracking jokes. Hello, Aroma. Hi, Arumal. I'm trying a little bit of that one. Oh, James, exciting. You're going to try what? Weeds? Growing weeds? Growing weed? Hi, Andio. I grow for a clinic and stuff. Oh, how cool, Joshua. Okay. Oh, like a weed clinic. That's awesome. Yeah, it's like, it could be a moneymaker if you're really successful at it, right? Aroma, I am from the Texas, and I live in Texas, the north part. I am Asian American, born to Taiwanese immigrants. Thank you for asking. Chris, nice. Oh, you do snowboard and ski? Awesome. No, I just have some greens outside. Okay. Okay. Very nice, Chris. Yep, I have some bok choy growing. I don't have any kale. I have mustards as well right now. Okay, awesome. I love how the algorithm is always pairing me with people who are also growing the same things. It's like not ironic, right? It's coincidental. Joshua, you're saying garlic is also good to keep a lot of spider mites and other bugs. You know, Joshua, that's what they say, but I still got like mice. Did you know that mice like unsprouted garlic? They do. It seems like as soon as it sprouts though, they aren't as interested. But I have definitely planted a garlic clove and it disappeared overnight. And I know I have mice in my garden. Or my city has a problem with mice, period. James, I'm going to try and prepare my yard for now. That's awesome. Okay. Chris, have you ever done elephant garlic? It's not real garlic, but I have not. I have not, Chris. I hear it's more milder. I have actually just grown from store-bought garlic, and it's whatever they sold in the grocery store. It does seem to be soft-net garlic because I never get a garlic scape. And soft-net garlic, as you guys know, as some of you guys may know, is typically what they sell in the grocery store due to its longer shelf life. Soft-net garlic is a type of garlic. Hardneck is another one. Those are the two varieties. Hardnecks are typically grown in the north part of the U.S. and softnecks in the south part where there's milder winter climates. Yep, Joshua. Moritz. Yeah, go ahead regarding garlic. Something, I can't tell if you're gonna like crack a joke or make something inappropriate or if it's actually gonna be a legit educational question. I guess we'll see. Let me know. Like I was saying, I've only grown from store-bought before though. It's been really exciting. Actually, that's my other thing. I really enjoyed growing store-bought things. Like the seeds from store-bought fruit. 80% of my backyard is full of trees that I planted from store-bought apple, store-bought nectarine, store-bought peach. I think one of the risks that you take with that is it appropriate to your climate? Like, will that tree actually produce? I did do a little bit of research, and in general, stone fruits do okay in the north part of the U.S., north part of Texas. And I know green apples in particular, also grow okay in my area as well. And I think that's what I planted. I think I also did a Fuji as well, just as an experiment. So it's not like I went blindly in and planted the seeds all over. I did kind of look it up, but we'll see how they actually do well. How they actually do. Chris, garlic scapes are awesome. That's awesome, Chris. Yeah, I maybe I could try to grow hardneck garlic. I mean, it'll be okay here, right? Hardneck garlic I know is just meant to grow in colder climates though. Carrie, hello. Wow, just from the season. Carrie, that's funny. Yes, yeah, from the seeds and the fruit. Yes, that's what I grew my backyard. Okay, so I have not harvested any fruit yet. I just know that the one peach tree, it's in a really good position. So even though I started all those seeds at the same time, only the peach tree has given me fruit, and I haven't actually eaten yet. Like all the bugs came and just decimated it, and there were only like 4 peaches on that tree. But how amazing is it that it even gave me peaches, right? Joshua, okay, let me see. You would love to grow stone fruit. Jackie, yeah, you could try. I think it's not warm, or there's not enough chill hours the further south you go. Let's see, Joshua, you're saying, I live on 5 acres in Southern California in between. Oh, awesome. And we have a lot of kangaroo. Okay, yeah. So yeah, mice, rats is a real thing. Hopefully, at least you have habitats for predators that will help manage that. I know people often tell me get a barn cat, and what I really want is not another mouth to feed, but rather have the bobcats come by and help me take care of my mice population. That's what I would prefer. Chris, you're saying apples can turn into 40,000 different varieties. Yes, Chris, that's what I've heard. Anytime you start a seed, especially a fruit tree seed, they always say it's not true to the parent. Yep. We'll see though. Whatever, it's an experiment, and if it really doesn't work, I guess I'll just cut it down. Joshua, you as well, what? Did you also grow seeds from store? But in India, there's the quality of garlic, and the garlic you are talking about in your country is the same or different? What is the quality of garlic? I am talking about this garlic. Oh, what happened to my clove? I had a clove, quality of garlic, like this. This garlic clove. This is a small one, but this is just what I have on hand. I already planted most of my larger cloves. So these, from one clove, you'll get a whole new garlic. Are we talking about the same thing? Something? Chris, you will never get the same type of... Yeah, okay, Chris. Well, I'm excited to see what I do get, if anything. Hopefully I even get an apple. No, I'm not, because I am Taiwanese American. I do have a darker skin tone, and it is a little bit shaded here. Hello, Mike. Joshua, do you make your own soil? I do make my own soil, Joshua. I like to take all of my kitchen scraps and compost them. I do the greens and browns method. I don't do warm composting because earthworm composting is too slow for the rate at which we consume and pump out compost or kitchen scraps in my house. So whenever I make my soil mix, it's always a mix of my native soil. So whatever's growing out in my front lawn, not whatever's growing, but whatever dirt is in my front lawn, I'll mix it half and half with the compost that I make. Boo, stone fruit, Jack. I know, Jackie. Well, maybe there is a variety out there that is suited to your zone. You'll have to look for it though. Chris, you grow both types of garlic. Yep. Oh, you do? Okay. Does the soft neck grow just as well? Because it gets cold in Montana. It must be, otherwise you wouldn't be growing it. The quality of your garlic in the other countries are this. I don't know what that means, something. It's garlic. Hello, Lucio. All right, I gotta wrap up soon. I usually go until 1 p.m. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I'm gonna be live again Friday as well. Mondays, Wednesday, Fridays, 11 a.m. Central. And yeah. Okay, let me see if I have any more questions that I can quickly answer. Stone fruit is great because you can graft other stone fruit branches. Yeah, Chris, I'm not there yet. That is the last technical gardening skill I have to master, grafting. Can you grow avocado? I could grow it. I've had it sprout, but it doesn't grow well here just because of how freezing it gets. It gets down to 10 degrees Fahrenheit. Andres, there's really something like garlic extracted to her. I wonder, I just know that when garlic grows green, the mice and rats have no interest in eating it, but if it's still not sprouted yet, like humans, they will also enjoy eating the cloves. But once it's sprouted, they have no interest. I use my 20-pound cat for the month. I love that, Joshua. Okay. Hello. Okay, I gotta jump. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today, and I will catch you guys Friday at 11 a.m. Central. Everybody take care and be well.